Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, today we are checking out this pretty wicked knife from QSP. This is the QSP Viper. Now, well, I need to call it the award-winning QSP Viper. Actually won Best Production Fixed Blade at Blade Show West this year. So that's pretty cool. An award-winning knife coming from QSP. And I tell you what, QSP has been doing quite a bit of that in the past couple of years. But very, very wicked fixed blade. Now, we've got the ring on there. Now, you guys know I'm not a huge fan of the ring. This one isn't bad. It still kind of forces my pinky. That's where I usually kind of get not too happy with them, is because usually the grip forces my pinky back into my hand, which I don't care for. And my hand's just not big enough to really, hold it like so. Yes, and I'm going to hear, oh, yeah, no, I don't do that. No. No reason to. I'm not a knife fighter, but imitation tortoise shell on this one. That was the one that actually won in Blade Show, Texas as well, the imitation tortoise shell. And I tell you what, we're going to see that a little bit different. We'll show you a little bit something different here in a minute. But 10 CR, 15 MOV, basically the equivalent to VG10, a steel I love. I know you've heard me say that before, but it's true. Now, the overall grip on this isn't too bad. I'm not overly mad at this ring. Now, am I going to carry a knife like this where I'm at? No, I'm not, because I really don't like talking to sheriff's deputies about the fixed blades I carry. It's happened, trust me. But very nice. Now, okay, I'm going to ask you this. What do you call that blade? What do you call it? Because it's listed as a clip point. Now, I really don't see this as a clip point myself. I kind of see this more as a trailing point knife. It's got a big, big belly on it, nice swedge, but you do have some nice jimping right there. The jimping is done very, very well, so it really, really aids in my grip terrifically. Now, got to use that forward finger choil. I just have to. I have to use that forward finger choil in my grip, because if I come back here, then we're like, no, not comfortable. I need to be up on that forward finger choil. But, all right, spec check. So, overall, we're looking at about 8.5 inches. Handle length, we're going to go with, 4 5/8. Overall blade length, we're just going to go with the cutting edge. Cutting edge, you're looking at about 3 3/4, but that long elongated belly just kind of extends that out just a little bit. Did pretty darn good with that natural fiber rope, the 1/2 inch variety. It was pretty darn good. So I think it came in, this one came into about 75%, which isn't too bad. Like to see a little bit more with that cutting edge, but it wasn't too bad overall. So just a couple of quick comparisons. There it is up against the PM2. It's obviously not a lot larger, but it is a bit larger than the PM2. The handles are actually pretty close. The blade, that's where it gets it. And, well, okay. We're just going to throw this in there as well. Bug out, much bigger than the bug out. Now, these guys are coming in at $72. No matter which one you get the imitation tortoiseshell. I have to say imitation tortoiseshell resin, because no tortoises were harmed. It also comes in OD green and black G10 handles. All three versions, $72. So, not too bad. It does come with this sheath right here, that Kydex. A nice belt sheath. I like kind of how it drops. Nice satisfying click. Retention is definitely there. Love that click. No rattle whatsoever in this sheath. Just overall, a very, very well put together knife. So let's get a weight on it too. With the sheath, you're looking at 6.6 ounces or 186 grams. Not too bad. Not too bad for a good-sized fixed blade like this. But, again, what do you call that blade? Tell me. My biggest like about this knife is that nice trailing point blade. I'm going to call it a trailing point. They call it a clip point. I mean, I guess I should call it a clip point. That's what they call it. It's just not to me. But anyway, this grip is actually pretty darn comfortable. The ring does not force my pinky back into my hand all that much. And I do not say that very often about this type of knife, this type of handle. This, not even remotely. Not even remotely. You could basically grind that off, and then it would be more, that wouldn't be too bad. What is that anyway? What's that grip length? If I were to grind that off, still a little bit short. I mean, I'm not going to alter the one I have. Well, here, I'll show you. Just a minute. Because David was very, very kind and generous. That one on the top, and you can see the kind of the difference in the resin and stuff. The one on the top is the Blade Show Texas award winner. That is the award-winning knife. Very, very happy that David allowed me to add that to my collection. Now, is it a collection piece? Yeah, it is. It's a collection piece. Not that I had anything to do with the knife whatsoever, but it was really cool to be working with QSP, working the show with QSP when the Viper won. So he was very generous and let me. I don't know. If I were to alter this knife, don't know. Yeah, I think it would be okay. Have to round that off just a little bit, but I think it would be all right. Now, like I said, I am not going to alter the one I have. It's going to stay in my collection and be a great memory piece of spending some great time with a great friend and meeting just some fantastic people. But, guys, the award-winning QSP Viper, like I said, comes in 3 different versions. This one, the black G10, and the OD green G10 for $72. So, let me know down in the comments what you think about it. I think it's not one I'll ever carry, but it's one that I'm glad to have in my collection for sure. So, guys, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. Well, I did forget to tell you where this one came from. It actually came in the monthly Knife Club box. So I thought that was kind of cool. So, as always, guys, have a fantastic rest of your day. Like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.